Calvin Chastain at Bowl Mart Lanes, just outside of beautiful downtown Rouse's Point. It's the 5th day of January 2009. And as I recall, 11 years ago was a Monday also, and this is a Monday, and that was 98 was the ice storm. I was all set to go out and tape a Rouse's Point Village Board meeting on Monday night, and went out to a 1/4 inch of ice on my car and said to heck with it. Little knowing that it was just the beginning of more ice to come. Northeastern was the only, I think Northeastern, maybe NAC, were the only schools out of commission following the Christmas vacation. But by Wednesday and Thursday, the rest of the schools caught up, and there was no school throughout Clinton County by that point. But here in the northern tier, we got it first, and we got it the longest, except for our neighbors to the north. First bowler up here for the AuSable Valley Patriots should have been Steve Brown, and he missed the spare. He got 9 pins. He knocked down that 7 pin on his second ball, but that was the one bouncing out of the gutter. I have a delay, I believe. May have a bowler missing. Not sure if it's the CVAC bus that's late or he's just plain missing. Best bowler on the team, John Fortin, throws it in the gutter to start his Cougar match. We got John Bouye for AuSable Valley. The Patriots, he gets a strike. Fortin carries a 201 average. He has a 0 handicap. Brown, the first bowler for the Patriots, has a 42 handicap. Bouye, in fact, we have 2 Bouyes. They both have a 45 handicap. So actually, 45 is the max you can have in boys bowling. So they maxed out. That is Jordan Bouye. He gets a spare. He had 9 pins on his first ball. I'm anticipating he'll get the 10th one. And the 10th one actually being the 7 pin. A strike for Dan Ormsby for the Cougars. Ormsby carries a 161 average. And no, we didn't get the spare. Bouye puts it in the gutter. Ormsby has a 29 handicap. Now Corey Pupor, he has a 145 average with a 41 handicap. He leaves, looks like the 245. And Mike Garcia will step up for the Patriots. And he'll leave a bunch of them out there. It's like the 1-2-7-9. And just getting 1 on his spare ball was Pupor. And getting 9 for the frame was Garcia. Now we have the blind bowler, so we're going to skip him. That's McGoldrick was due up, but he's not here. Chris Hack carries a 171 average. He avoided a split there. He has a 21 handicap. And getting 9 pins on his first ball is A.J. Osborne. Osborne known as the Green Goblin, the Spider-Man fans. And missing the spare, keeping the string going here was Hack. Osborne going for his spare, and he will miss it. Must be something in the air today. So it'll get us to the second frame. Steve Brown up for the Patriots. He had that open in the first. He leaves the 10 pin. John Fortin, who had that gutter ball to start his first game. He gets 9 pins on his first ball. As I said, he carries a 201 average, so we don't expect too many gutter balls from him. They're missing the spare again. 9 more pins for Brown. Fortin going for his spare. On a sad note, we do not make a habit of doing this because we lose so many good people in the course of the year. If I got in the habit, Bouye picks up about 3 pins. If I got in the habit of mentioning people who have recently deceased, and I would forget to mention somebody thought I should mention. There's Ormsby picking up 7 pins. I would get myself in a whole lot of trouble. A lot of people would be hurt because I didn't mention their particular relative. However, I'm going to make a rare exception. 9 pins for the frame there for Bouye. Ormsby going for his spare. Because Press Republican editor Shan Moore called me today to pass along the very sad news that our good friend Kevin Kuchar, here on this January 5th, passed on. Jordan Bouye picks off about 5 pins. And getting the strike is Corey Pupor. Kevin Kuchar, a fellow who is afflicted with cerebral palsy, but still managed one push of a computer button at a time to be a feature writer for the Press Republican, and prior to that, the North Countryman. And most of that because of his own efforts, but also because people like Brian and Shan Moore believed in him and made sure that these opportunities were there for him. But Kevin had a lot of friends at the Northeastern school, and very proud that Gordy and I were able to do a story on him a number of years back. And it was a story that not only showed the accomplishments of this amazing individual, but also the friendships that allowed him to do what he could, so much that he could do as a strike for Hack, because of the friendships of the people who believed in him. Osborne also gets a strike. So we're going to move on to the 3rd frame. Is Steve Brown. Leaves the 5 pin. And John Fortin. Fortin working on a spare. Having a little trouble with this lane here. He stayed a little wide in that one. And another 9 for Brown. And there's Fortin. Having a little trouble on lane 14. John Bouye up. He picked off 3. And it'll get us to Dan Ormsby. And Ormsby will leave the 1-2-4. Bouye going for his spare. Leaves 3. And Ormsby misses his spare. Corey Pupor for the Cougars, and Jordan Bouye, who just threw that gutter ball for the Patriots. My guess is they just got done oiling these lanes here. They're awfully slippery. It's like a pin for Bouye. And getting 8 for the frame was Pupor.
Nice camera. You sit there.
A strike, a late dropping strike for Mike Garcia. They'll bring up Chris Hack for the Cougars. Oh, McGoldrick is here. I wonder if he can bowl or what they're going to do with him. And he might have to wait for game 2. Hack leaves the 8, 6, 8, 10, I think. That's the 5-8 left for Osborne. In the gutter for Hack. Osborne going for his spare. He picks it up. So the CB Tech bus was running a little late today, and they can only hold up these guys so long, and they got to get going. There's a strike for Steve Brown here in the 4th frame. They'll bring up Thornton. And Thornton with a strike. Gets us to John Bouye for AuSable Valley. Then over on the Cougar side, Dan Ormsby. Good, the strike. Nice strike there by Ormsby. Now one-handed Bouye. Don't see that very often. Doesn't use his left hand at all to guide the ball. Just grabs it one-handed. And a strike for Corey Pupor. And in the gutter for Mike Garcia. At the moment it's 263 to 390. AuSable Valley getting quite a few pins on the handicap, and plus with the McGoldrick spot open, it puts a little more pressure on the Cougars. And 9 pins for Osborne. Hack, for some reason, held off throwing his first ball. Wait, that wasn't Osborne. That was Jordan Bouye. Okay. AuSable was bowling a little faster than that. Now I know why Hack held up. Hack gets 9 pins. And this is... What is this? This is Garcia, I think. We'll see. It's Mike Garcia. Hack picks up his spare. Garcia misses his spare. So earlier I think I called John Bouye Mike Garcia for some reason. Trying to speed things along, I guess. Here's Osborne. And he leaves a nasty 6-7 split. Steve Brown step up there while I was doing some camera work off camera here, and there's a strike on lane 14 for Thornton. Brown going for his spare. Looks like he left the 5-9, and somehow he got him. He takes a deep breath. There's Ormsby for the Cougars. He leaves the 6-10. John Bouye. And the gutter, it have to take that pin off. Bouye's got the 1-2-4 to contend with. And we have Corey Pupor up for the Cougars. Pupor leaves the 1-2. Well, we got two of them. Just barely nipped the head pin and then ended up getting the 2-pin as the head pin fell. Ormsby will pick up his spare. Oh, excuse me, that's Pupor. Pupor picked up his spare. And even the 1-2-4 is the other Bouye. This is Jordan Bouye. Bouye missed it. And we get to Chris Hack. Leaves the 10-pin. Here's Mike Garcia. Garcia leaves the 5-8-10. Hack going for his spare. Rick Dumas doing a fine job coaching the Cougars. He's right down below us. And Garcia misses his spare. There's Osborne. Okay. Oh, it's a 4-7. It's 4-10. It's not a. No, it is a 7-10. It is a 7-10. Great opportunity to be the first one ever to get a 7-10 split on hometown cable. Steve Brown is going to defer. And will we have it? Nope. They got a field goal, 3 points. Put it between the uprights. And getting 9 pins is Brown on his first ball. He missed it. There's John Fortin for the Cougars. And he gets the strike. John Bouye for the Patriots. He strikes. Oh, 9 pins for Dan Ormsby. There's Jordan Bouye. He avoided a strike. Ormsby will pick up his spare. In the gutter? No, it didn't go in the gutter, but one plate come back for him. Late drop. Pupor gets 9 in his first ball. Bring up Garcia for the Patriots. Spare for Pupor. And a spare for Garcia. Now Chris Hack. And Osborne is. Osborne gets 9 on his ball. Hack will pick it up. AJ Osborne going for the 10 pin. And he gets it. We move now to the 7th frame or 6th frame. Brown got 8 pins. Thornton gets a strike. That's a But 3 or 4 in a row for him, we'll see. Brown gets 8 for the frame. It's 4 in a row for Fortin after that slow start. And a strike for Ormsby. John Bouye. He strikes. Leaving the 1-2-4 was Corey Pupor. Jordan Bouye set for the Patriots. Nine pins. Pupor. He's got it. There's Bouye. Chris Hack for Northeastern. And it leaves the 6 pin. Double wood left by Garcia. A spare for Hack. Double wood picked up. Nice job by Garcia. 5:02 at the moment to 5:96. AuSable still leading. Osborne gets 7 of them to drop. Brings up Steve Brown, and Brown with a strike. Osborne will pick up the spare. So action off the wall to get the 10. So we are in the 8th frame. We can now see that we are in the 8th. 8 pins for Bouye. Fortin. At least 5 of them. Looks like the 1, 2, 7, 8, 10. That's what it looks like at least. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Bouye picks up his spare. Fortin's got his work cut out for him. One for the wood, hoping to get that 10 pin. Excuse me, yeah, the 10 pin with the help of the head pin, but he couldn't quite hit the head pin. Jordan Bouye gets 6 pins. Dan Ormsby gets a late drop 7 for a strike. Bouye going for his spare. He will throw it in the gutter. In baseball, that'd be a wild pitch. A strike for Corey Pupor. And a strike for Mike Garcia. Now we have Chris Hack. And AJ Osborne. Hack looking to finish up the 8th. A spare. Osborne looking to do likewise, and he will. He'll pick up his spare. So going into the ninth, we got 582 to 696. That just might be a comfortable lead for the Patriots. Brown puts it in the gutter to start the ninth. Fortin. He had 4 strikes in a row till he got to the open. Leaves a 10 pin. Now getting 7 for the frame is Brown. It's going to be a tough spare, I have a feeling, for Fortin. And he'll miss it. He might have had more confidence shooting on lane 13. Here's Don Bouye strikes. And Dan Ormsby will get 6 on his first ball. Ormsby will get 8 for the frame. Jordan Bouye with the strike. Here's Corey Pupor. Pupor leaves the 3 pin. Garcia leaves the 1, 2, 8, 9. Pupar been working on a strike. He's going to get an open. That always hurts. After a strike. He lost 2 pins there. Actually lost more than that because he had to spare. Would have had to spare. Chris Hack at bat for the Cougars. Left the 2 pin. Osborne leaves it 1, 2. Hack will pick up the spare. Now Osborne picks up his spare. So we'll start the 10th, and looks like about 120 pin advantage for AuSable Valley. Brown gets 6 pins. And leaving the 310 is Fortin. So he's going to be quite a ways below his 201 average. Let's see, 42 handicap for Brown. So I'd put him in about 146 maybe for an average. 9 pins for the frame for Fortin. So Fortin's game is over with a 160. Patriots are going to win this one. This game, first game. A strike for Dan Ormsby. And 9 pins on his fill ball for Steve Brown. Ormsby. Gets 7. His first fill ball. Brown got a 126. That puts him under his average. Here's Bouye. He's got the maximum, so we have no idea what his average is as the maximum handicap. It's 9 pins. And 9 pins for Ormsby for the frame gives him a 161. That is right on his average. The average is 161. Now Corey Pupor. He gets 6 pins. One-handed approach for Bouye. He's going to miss it by a mile. So 149 for John Bouye. That's over his average. And picking up the spare is Corey Pupor. Here's Jordan Ormsby. Pupor with his fill ball will get 7. There's Bouye, he'll get a spare. At the moment is 609, 825, 609 scratch. And looks like 570 something for the scratch. 674, I should say, not 5. That was the fill ball for Garcia, for Jordan Bouye. We have Chris Hack will complete the Cougar game. Goldrick will, as we said, be available for the next 2 games. Hack left a wiggling 10. Mike Garcia, the bowler for the Patriots. And he strikes.
117.
There's Hack. Looking for the 7 pin, he'll cover it. Okay, Garcia. We got a 92 for Bouye, I guess. We'll have to be fast with Hack here because as soon as he bowls it, it'll come off here. 140, 155. Got a 155. In the gutter for Garcia. 92 for, as I said, for Jordan Bouye, 159 for Garcia, so he's above his average. He has a 42 handicap, so he's around that 146 mark, as is AJ Osborne, also a 42 handicap. Strike for Osborne. 155 for Pupor, who has a 145 average. And Hack also with a 155, carries a 171 average. Leaving at 610 on his first fill ball. 631 scratch, 722 handicap. The Patriots winning with the scratch. Let's see what he's going to get here. He's going to pick up the spare. So Osborne will get a 157. And the Patriots will take game 1 in a division. But John McGoldrick's here, so look out in the next game. Game 2 for the B division. It's going to be Corey Manor with a 134 average, leading off for Northeastern. He's going to get a strike. And Austin Sotak for the Patriots. He leaves the 1-3. As usual, we'll do 3 games. The third one will be the girls. There's Badger, Andrew Badger for the Cougars. Leaves a 10 pin. Spare for Badger. Now we have Aaron Misek Throws it in the gutter. Misek carries a 91 average. The previous bowler, Badger, carries a 104. Okay, we have packed up the gear and moved. Where's my roster here? We have moved down to, what are we, 9 and 10? I guess so. Oh, it's 7 and 8. 7 and 8. Yeah, 7 and 8. Okay, bowling for the Cougars. We had Manor, Badger, Misek. Now we have Chris K.A. with a 126 average. Now we got, let's see, we had Austin Sotak, Robert Lee, Alan LaBombard. Now we're down, no, Bucky Worrell, and now we're down to Tanner Plishka. Here is Joey Robert for the Cougars. Gets the 10 pin. We get to see the kids who are trying to make the team over here on the left of us, as Plishka misses his spare. Here's Robert. He will get 5 for the frame. Oh, finally, through the first frame. Both clubs have the same handicap. They both max out on the handicap, so they all have 45s. Girls can go up to 52. There's Manor for the Cougars and Soltak for the Patriots. He finished his frame over here while we were making our way over here, I guess. So Manor and Sotak, he picks up the 7-10. He gets 2 for the frame. Now we have Badger for the Cougars. He gets 5 on his first ball. Oh, we're going to sneak a peek over that way, but the lane is slow to reset. Okay, that was Robert Lee, and there's Badger getting 9 for the frame. Lee gets, looks like maybe 3 pins. And we got Aaron Misek for the Cougars. He gets 6 pins on his first ball. Misek struck back on lane 15. Alan LaBombard for AuSable Valley gets 7 pins. Misek will miss his spare. He'll miss them all, in fact. He'll get 6 for the frame. He's not worried. He's got that 91 average, so he'll still got time to get it. 9 pins for the frame for LaBombard. There's Chris K.A. K.A. leaves just a 6 pin. And for the Patriots, we have a strike from Bucky Worrell. And K.A. will miss his spare by a lot. Pliska up for AuSable Valley. Gets a 7-pin. And Joey Robert up for the Cougars. He will strike. A strike for Joey Robert. We got Pliska. He will spare. Nice job getting the last 9. Ring up Austin Sotak here in the 3rd frame. Meanwhile, Danielle Fillion finally got to throw her ball. Here is Corey Manor. He gets 7 pins, leaving the 1, 2, 4. And Sotak gets the 1, 3, 6. Manor 134 average, Badger 104, Misek 91, KA a 126, and Joey Robert a 129. Manor will miss his spare. We got Robert Lee. No idea. You have to wonder if his middle initial is E. I would hope not, but it might be. The AuSable Valley area already has an Abraham Lincoln, so why not a Robert E. Lee, right? Strike for Danielle. How about that? Don't tell her we were watching, though. There's a spare for Lee. Now Badger for the Cougars will pick up his spare. Aaron Misek gets 7 pins. And getting 9 pins is Alan LeBombard. It is Misek going for his spare. He will pick it up. Nice job, Aaron Misek. LeBombard will miss his spare. Well, that'll bring us to Chris K.A. for the Cougars. He's going to throw it in the gutter. As I'll save my good shot for the second ball. Getting 9 pins, leaving the 10 is Bucky Worrell. Going for a spare, he won't get it, he'll leave 3 pins. It was KA. Worrell going after the 10 pin, he will pick, no, he missed it. There's Robert. Robert gets 9 on his first ball. Tanner Pliska. Gonna settle for 9. Now Robert picks up his spare. Pliska will miss the spare. And he'll get us to Austin Sotak. Leading off in the 4th frame. And he strikes for the Cougars, Corey Manor. He leaves a 7 pin. Robert Lee. I think we got 3 pins. Just missing the spare was Manor. Spare for Lee. There's Badger. Badger gets about 3 pins. Menard gets a spare over the other alleys. We got here Alan LeBombard picking off 8. And picking up his spare was Badger. Lombard going for his spare. He will pick it up. Yep, nice job, Lombard. Now Aaron Misek. There's Misek. He got the spare, dog on it. Bucky Worrell. Got 8 pins. Nope, 8 pins for the frame. There's Chris K.A. He picked himself up a strike here in the 4th. Tanner Plishka. He leaves a picket fence, 1, 3, 6, 10. Joey Robert. He leaves the 5, 10. Missing the head pin was Plishka. Robert picked up his spare. Nice spare by Joey Robert. Picked up the 5-10. That's certainly not an easy one. Corey Manor. Leaves just a 6 pin. And Austin Sotak will strike. Yes. Manor going for the spare. Missed it. A lot of that going around. And getting 8 pins, leaving the double wood, is Robert Lee. There's Andrew Badger. Missing his spare is Lee. Six on his first ball. And we got Alan LeBombard going in the gutter. Aaron Misek up for the Cougars. Eight pins for the Bombard. Misek gets 8 for the frame also. We got Bucky Worrell getting a strike. And Chris K.A. up for the Cougars. AuSable Valley at Northeastern, January 5th, 2009. K.A. going for a spare. It's 9 for the frame. Pliska up for the Patriots. He leads a 6-pin. And here's Joey Robert. The lefty delivers. He gets 5 pins. Pliska will get 9 for the frame. Robert leaves a 7-pin. Good try. Now Corey Manor will start the 6th frame. He gets a strike. You guys better speed it up here. They're quite a ways behind the girls. Sotak gets 9 on his first ball. The girls are moving right along there, and they're going to be in their 3rd game well before we're done here. Badger gets a pin, gets a 10-pin. Sotak studies it. Badger. And a strike for Robert Lee. There's Misek for the Cougars. He'll get 5 pins. Alan LeBombard up for AuSable Valley. Leaves a 6-10. Misek going for a spare. Leaves the head pin. LeBombard going for his spare. Picks it up. Now K.A. for the Cougars. He gets 5. Worrell for the Patriots. He got 2 or 3. No, he got 4. He left 6 pins. And getting the spare is K.A. Worrell gets 6 for the frame. Robert gets a couple. Pliska. He left 5 pins. Robert looking for the spare. He's going to leave the 1-2. Pliska gets 9 for the frame. And Manor There's 7 pins in his first ball. There's Manor, hitting 6 pins on his first ball in the 7th. Leaves a 1, 3, 6, 8. Sotak for the spare. He will get it. Yes. And a spare for Manor. There's a lead for the Patriots. And he strikes. Badger up for the Cougars. Leaves double wood. The 2, 8. The Bombard gets the 5 pin to fall. Just willed it down. Just pure force of mind over pin. There's Badger. Looking for the double wood. He sliced one of them off. Good try. And Orel gets a pin. Misek for the Cougars. Puts it in the gutter. And Orel will get 8 for the frame. I haven't checked the score lately. 640 for AuSable, 621 for the Cougars. In the gutter for Misek. Seven pins for Plushka. Now KA for the Cougars. We got 5 pins. Plushka for AuSable Valley. Good try, good try, left to 10.
I hate my life.
Getting 9 for the frame was KA. 649 to 635, Robert Bowling gets 8 pins. Looking for the spare. And he'll miss. No, yes, he did miss it. Didn't get the 10. Manor starting the 8th frame. Coming in there, it was 644 to 649, so this game up for grabs. Unfortunately, the girls look like they're in the 9th frame. They're full frame ahead of these guys. Sotak gets a pin. And missing it is Manor. Sotak looking for a spare. Yeah, you got 9 pins, left to 5. Badger. He leaves the 2. Well, we kind of missed that one by a bit. Here is Robert Lee for AuSable Valley. One of the AuSable Val leads. Now Misek for the Cougars. He strikes. 7 for the frame, Lee. KA up. Hey, leaves the 1, 3, 5, 8 maybe. Yeah, 1, 3, 5, 8. LaBombard with the strike. Alan LaBombard with the strike. And will they pick it up? Nope, left the 8 pin. Good try by KA. Bucky Worrell. He gets 4 pins. And Joey Robert missed them all. Worrell leaves the 1, 2. Robert picks up the spare. How about that? There's Pliszka. He gets 6 pins. Let's check the up-to-date score here. 707 before that ball to 698. So the Patriots had picked up a few, and they're going to pick up a few more, particularly if Pliszka can manage a spare. He leaves the 1-2-7-9, which is a tough spare. And here's Sotak starting the 9th frame. He got a bunch of pins. I think the ball held on. Getting just 7 was Pliszka. But at the moment, 718 to 698, 20-pin lead for the Patriots. Corey Manor up for Northeastern. Austin Sotak going for the spare. Nope. Manor going for his spare. He might have it. He just might. He got it. By golly, he got it. Robert Lee up for AuSable. Gets the 7 pin. Andrew Badger for the Cougars gets the 10 pin. I don't know how that happened there. You got a couple others that fell. Must have been the concussion. He got a spare. The Lee spares. Let's see how 8 for the frame for Badger. Again, for the Cougar, we don't have the AuSable Valley averages, but for the Cougars, Manor 134, Badger 104, Misek a 91, KA 126, and Robert a 129. Here's Misek. He got 5 pins. In the gutter, LaBombard. Well, LaBombard working on a double, so that cost him. Misek gets 9 for the frame. LaBombard gets 8 for his frame. There's KA. Strikes. The girls looks like they're just wrapping up their second game. We're still in the 9th frame here. Worrell gets 8 pins. And also getting 8 pins on his first ball is Joey Robert. Worrell going for his spare. He's got it. Update on that score. We got 7:52 to 7:59. The Cougars have, for the moment at least, gotten into the lead. Yeah, 7:54 actually over here. Those other 2 pins added. Here's Pliska. Pliska working on a spare, gets a strike. And Robert gets a spare. So let's see, we got 7 watt here. Machine's a little slow in adding. 7:61 to 7:64. AuSable up by 3. Going into the 10th frame. A hush falls over the crowd. Austin Sotak in the gutter. They'll have to reset that pin. Manor. Oh, bad place for a split. Looks like Sotak didn't want to reset that one. Every pin counts in this game. Manor will finish up. He'll get a 134. 134. Manor hit his average. There's Badger. We got 5 pins. Sotak picks up the spare. He's in the 10th frame here. He doesn't realize it. He just walked off. Now he's back. There's Badger hoping to pick up a spare. He's not going to come close to it. So Badger will finish with a 125. That's 21 over his 104 average.
There it is.
And Sotak, after that gutter ball, got mad and he ends up with 2 strikes to end the game. In the meantime, Misek puts it in the gutter. Sotak finishes with a 131. Patriots 784 to 782, but they are a bowler behind the Cougars. So they are doing better than 2 pins here. Misek needs to spare to keep bowling. He gets 8 for the frame. Here's Lee, his first ball in the 10th. He gets 7. There's K.A. K.A. with a strike. Let me say get out. Tune in in a moment. We'll have the Misek's total. There's Lee missing the spare, so he's done in this game. 100 for Misek, so he's actually 9 pins over his average. Cougars need marks here, but I don't think they're going to get enough of them. K.A. gets 7 pins. LeBombard with a strike. That'll just about wrap it up for the Patriots. K.A. nice pickup here. He had double wood to contend with. So K.A. will keep bowling. But it's 8:24 right now to 8:10. Actually, again, the Cougars are a bowler ahead here, so. LeBombard gets 8 pins on his first fill ball. Robert up gets just 3 pins. This is what he's got left to get. There's the Bombard. For the moment, I'm going to assume this is spare is important. He's going to miss the 2-pin. And this spare was important for the Cougars, but they will not get it. I don't think the Cougars are going to have enough. So 131 and 122, 837 final. KA a 126 average, Robert a 129. Bucky Worrell starts it off with a strike. Yeah, if AuSable Valley hadn't already wrapped it up, that will assure it. A 140 for Le Bombard. Lee with a 131. 8 pins for Worrell. 837 now to 847. The Patriots have won this one. The girls are in their second frame already in their third game. Worrell will finish with a what? There we go, 134. Now Plushka has a 78 working on a strike though, so he should be able to do it. Leaves a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Needs a spare to have a chance at that 100. He will not get his 100. No, he does get it. 104. 104. That's right. The magic of a strike. So 865 to 837. We're moving on to the girls. We'll pick them up in action. Well, we are here. We are in the just starting the third frame. If it looks like. Apologize to the girls, but the boys had to switch lanes, and they had very few strikes, so that slowed them up. All right, we got Aaliyah McGoldrick with a 140 average up for the Cougars. She spares. Katie Holland, no, I got Mel.
The only one that oil was.
Looks like they're bowling out of the order that I was given here. That's Melissa Sinopoli.
They started.
Come on, Corey, you can do it.
Stephanie Bayshard.
I don't know. I didn't see anything. I didn't even see it.
Hush my mouth. And now we got Katie Holland. Okay, we're going to, Lisek misses. We're going to write down the order here. Jess Bacon.
Come on, Katie.
Actually, it's Katie Holland finishing up, her third frame. I have Katie Hawksby up for the Cougars. They start at 119 average. Hawksby at 132. Jess Bacon up for AuSable Valley.
Come on, Katie, you can do this, honey.
Okay, order that was given to us probably went according to averages, not according to how they were bowling in this match. Hawksby. Yes. Katie Hawksby with the spare. And also picking up a spare, but a little more quietly, was Jessica Bacon. Christina Robert gets about 6 pins there. That leaves the 1, 2, 3, 5. And also getting a bunch of pins is Tony Cross. Robert, a 141 average, and Megan Friend, a heavy hitter with a 167. Robert picks up the spare. There's Cross going for her spare. She's going to miss the darn thing. Here's Friend. Leaves the 5-9. Let's see, we got Sadie Duncan up for the Patriots. Everybody on AuSable has the maximum handicap, so we don't have the averages for them. Friend picks up her spare. As we said, we're completing the third frame, so we'll be a little short on the girls here. Duncan misses her spare. And I'll bring up Sinapoli. Sinapoli leaves the 6-pin, I guess. There's McGoldrick. Leaves a 1-2-4. And in the gutter, Sinapoli. Here's McGoldrick. Spare for Aaliyah McGoldrick. Stephanie Bayshard steps up for the Cougars. Leaves the 1-2. And Katie Holland, AuSable, puts it in the gutter. $429 to $395 at the moment. Bayshard is bowling in the meantime. She got 8 for the frame.
All right, Chris. Nice, Chris.
Holland, 7 for the frame. There's Oxby, who's working on a spare.
Pick him up, Katie. You can do it.
And Jess Bacon. Leaves a 1-2-4. Eight for the frame for Hawksby.
Christina.
Spare for Bacon. Robert leaves a 1-2-7. We got Tony Cross in the gutter. And a spare for Robert. A strike, or is that a spare? A strike. Strike for Sadie Dunk. No, Tony Cross. That must have been a spare. Yeah, that was a 10-pin spare. Okay. Friend gets 9 on her first ball. Duncan gets about 3. And Friend misses for spare. Duncan will pick up about 8 for the frame. And starting the 5th frame is Sinapoli. And now McGoldrick for the Cougars. Sinapoli has 5 pins down. McGoldrick looks like the 5 pin. Sinapoli will miss her spare. McGoldrick going for her spare. Will miss it.
That's all right, Lee.
Here's Holland for the Patriots. Gets 4 pins. And getting about 7 pins is Bayshard.
Pick him up, John.
Holland gets 9. Bayshard gets 9.
Come on, Chris. Come on, Katie.
Let's see, Bacon gets 9 pins in her first ball. Here's Hawksby. She strikes. And a spare for Bacon.
Come on, Chrissy, pick him up. Hey, Chris.
Robert gets 3 pins.
Come on for it.
Here's Cross. Now Robert.
All right, Chris, take it out. Come on. Oh, man. On the 2, Dan. Take 2. Come on, Megan.
Okay, Cross gets 9 for the frame. Friend gets 8 on her first ball. Score at the moment, what we got? 479 for AuSable, 521 for the Cougars.
Something like that.
Duncan gets about 5 or 6. Friend picks up her spare. Duncan looking for a spare. Here's Aaliyah McGoldrick. She gets 5 pins here in the 6th frame, I guess. Yep, we're in the 6th frame, 487, 536. There's a strike for Sapoli. McGoldrick gets 8 for the frame. Holland up for the Patriots. Here's a split. Bayshard. Here's a 2-7. Six, 7, 10 here for Holland. Bayshard going for her spares. Might get it. Nope. Bacon for the Patriots. And she picks herself up a strike. I'll bring up Hawksby for the Cougars. gets 5 on her first ball. Cross for the AuSable Valley Club. And she strikes. Well, the Patriots on the comeback trail. In the gap there, the ball had already gone. There's Duncan. He gets 7 pins. Leaving the 7 pin is Robert on her first ball. And almost getting the spare. Double checking to make sure. Was Sadie Duncan. And Robert picks up the spare.
Come on, Megan.
I'll bring up Megan Friend. Last time we saw Friend, she was in the
Come on, Megan. Come on, Dan.
the 15 items or less line at the behind the counter at the Price Chopper. Oh, Friend had 15 items or less that time. Just 9.
Come on, Dan.
So we move to the 7th, and Leah McGoldrick almost had a split, but she left just the 4 pin, and getting 9 pins on her first ball is Sinopoli. McGoldrick going for a spare. She will get it. There's Bayshard.
Pick him up, John. All right, Steph. Step up front. You can get him. You can get him.
In the gutter is Holland, Katie Holland. Nice spare by Bayshard. Holland gets a couple for the frame and runs back to the bench. Here's Oxby. Oxby got 7 on her first ball. Bacon leaves a 1-2. Oxby will settle for 7 for the frame. Bacon will also have an open. I think she had 8 for the frame. Here's Robert. Picks off 3. Cross now for AuSable Valley. spare there by Robert. Cross going for her spare. She will miss it. Here's Friend. Megan Friend with a strike. We've got Duncan now for the Patriots. He gets 3. And Sinopoli leading off the 8th frame gets 9 pins. Duncan leaves the picket fence. Sinopoli in the gutter. Well, let's see. 6:20 for the Cougars, or for the Patriots, I guess. 6:35 for the Cougars. McGoldrick gets 7 on her first ball. And this is Holland. And 8 on her first ball. We are in the 8th frame.
Nice try, honey.
Looks like.
So Holland gets the spare. There's Bayshard. Bayshard with a strike. There's Bacon for the Patriots. Hawksby up for Northeastern. Leaves a 5-7.
Back with 1.
And a spare for Bacon. We saw a 5-10 earlier, but there'll be no 5-7 this time. I think it was Joey Robert who picked up the 5-10 earlier today. There's Tony Cross for AuSable Valley. He leaves a double wood. Might be. 3, 9, 10 maybe. Here's a strike for Robert. Looks like there might be double wood there. Yes, there is. There's a 3, 9, 10. And she leaves a 10. A good try by Tony Cross. Friend leaves the 10. Sadie Duncan with a strike here in the 8th. Friend picked up her spare.
Come on, Corey.
That'll bring us to the 9th. So what do we got for a score here? 7:18 to 6:59. Cougars are trailing. McGoldrick picks off 6 pins. Sinopoli puts it behind everybody. McGoldrick gets 8 for the frame.
That's all right, Lou. Come on, Steph.
And Sinopoli gets 7.
Corey.
We're in the 9th. We got another frame to go. Bayshard with the strike. It's a double for Stephanie Bayshard. Now let's see. This is Holland. Holland. Oh, put it in the gutter. Now Hawksby.
Come on, John, pick them off. Nice, Katie.
One, 2, 4, 7 is left by Holland. That's her 9th frame. There's Robert. Leaves a solid 6. There's Bacon. Bacon with a 7. Robert picks up his spare. Bacon needs 9 for the spare. And gets 8. A 9 for the frame. This is Cross. Friend holding up, waiting. Cross gets a couple. Here's Friend. Lose the 4-pin. Friend missed her spare, as did Cross. There's Duncan. Leaves the 1, 2, 4. And starting the 10th is Sinopoli. And the score 796. 714. Cougars up by about 80 pins. Went to hit our button and the camera was already rolling, so we apologize for that long delay. Now you know what we put up with there. The camera was rolling and we thought we were off. Sorry about that. We put up with a lot of delays at these games. Sinopoli gets 9. McGoldrick gets 8. McGoldrick gets 9 in the 10th. We got Holland in 7. Let's see what McGoldrick ended up with. 131. McGoldrick has a 140 average. We got up here. We got Bayshard getting 3 pins. Holland picks up the spare. I want to check that score. 735. 814. Leaving in double wood is Bayshard, who says, I didn't mean to say that. Leaving is 6'10 on her fill ball is Holland. There's Hawksby. Good 7. Let's see, Bayshard finished with a 131. She has a 119 average.
Okay, John.
A 105 and an 89 for Stinapoli and Holland for AuSable. Here's Bacon. Gets 8 pins. Hawksby looking for her spare to get a fill ball here in the 10th. She's got it. She'll get a fill ball. And missing her spare is Just Bacon. There's Hawksby. These are, I think, 6 more, 107 maybe. Tony Cross.
Hey, Corey, come on.
Oh, double pinnacle. Holland, or Bacon. Bacon finished with a 128, I think. Let's go back up there and look. So 128 for Bacon. Hawksby with a 107.
All right, Corey. Hey, Corey. Pick him up, Corey.
There's Robert. I think it's a strike in the 10th.
Handle press and reset.
Okay, we got Cross going for a double pinnacle. She will miss them all. Get 6 for the frame. Robert with her first fill ball gets another strike. A double. So let's see, Cross finishes with an 87. And brings up Duncan. Duncan with 9. Robert with her final fill ball.
Nice, Christina.
For a 152 it looked like. We'll see. Friend steps up. We're waiting for a ball to come back over here, and she decided to bowl. That's a 152 for Robert. Spare and a spare.
Come on, Chris. Nice pickup. Nice pickup, Chris.
Strike for Fran. We'll give her a 172. Over on this side, well, I guess we're not going to know what Duncan ended up with. Unless they push a button to tell us. So let's see, 909 for the Cougars. There's 172 for Fran, who carries a 167 average. Robert carries a 141 average. You got a 152, and there's a 107 for Duncan. So that's it from the Bowl Mart. The Cougars take this one by about 130 pins, 909 to 776. Thanks for watching, and for those of you supporting viewer-supported local television, hometown cable, win, lose, or draw TV worth of your support. How about it, bowling fans?